Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the MeNewBuy channel. And today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time. And I think that most people really should make this movie a tradition to watch in your household, their household, whoever, because wow, I love this movie and I want to bring it up, and I'm going to trying my hardest here not to spoil it for you, simply because I love this movie so much. So be warned of spoilers going into it. But before we go into that, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And I can't thank you enough for giving me the best gift that you possibly could by simply clicking on one of the videos I've made this year. You've made it the best year I've ever had in the history of making YouTube videos. And I've been making YouTube videos for, let me see here, dang, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, going on 9. So thank you guys for that. Thank you for making that this year the best year I've ever been on YouTube, and I honestly couldn't say thank you enough for that. With that, let's just jump into the video today, and it's about one of the craziest movies I've ever watched. It's called Rare Exports. If you have absolutely no idea what this movie is about, you are in for a treat, because this movie is one of the wildest, most insane movies I've ever seen. Hence, this movie is almost entirely in Finnish, I believe, but English is also spoken on a few occasions, I believe, throughout the movie. I also think that because of the way that much of the film is spoken in a different language rather than English, that it's actually a little easier to buy into what the film is actually trying to sell you. And I really don't want to tell you exactly what this movie is, because it really is that insane. But I will try to do a sort of basic outline for what this movie is. First off, before we get into the actual film itself is a full-length sort of remake based on a short film that they originally did to kind of in a way set up a story for which this film would actually take a lot of its story from, which is just a little interesting tidbit. Same thing happened with Saw, which I don't know if you guys know that, but Saw also did that. Saw 1.5, or Saw Half is what it's called, before they made the original Saw. Let's get back into the video though. So here's what this movie is, as closely as I could possibly tell you without spoiling everything. The film follows a little boy who finds out that Santa Claus is real, and he has it confirmed to him by some people in a lab. But what they don't realize is that Santa Claus is not one person, except multiple people, and they are distributed throughout the world to deliver the presents, hence the title, Rare Exports. So I won't tell you what happens, but keep in mind that part of this movie is a horror movie, and that is all I will be telling you about what actually happens in this movie. But I will be telling you that I think that this is one of those annual rewatches for horror fanatics, up there with like Black Christmas, Silent Night, Deadly Night, and especially for me, because it's that good, it definitely deserves that spot. And I really think if you've never seen the movie before, you'll love it if you like kind of horror movies like that. So if you like scary, funny movies, kind of out there movies, I think you'll like this. So please let me know if you decide to check out this movie, because I hope you'll like it, and I really do think you will. So with that, I will leave you with this one message. Be careful what you let down your chimney. If you want to stay up to date with us, and you can find everything and anything in the link tree in the description down below, including some merch if you like that kind of thing and want to support me in that kind of way. You don't have to, no pressure there. I also want to make an update to expectations for the Exploring Cinema podcast. I decided to push it back into starting kind of in January sometime. More information to come about that specifically, so we can hopefully have a few episodes kind of stockpiled by that point, so you can have an episode out probably once a week if it turns out the way I would like it to. So with that, I will see you all in the next one. Thank you for everything you've done for me this year, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.